Okay, in this video, we're going to learn how to estimate imperfect square roots. And if you're curious to know how to solve these kind of problems exactly, not estimation, check out the description box where I solve imperfect square roots. And so let's begin with these 5 problems. So with estimation, we think, 6 squared is 36 and 7 squared is 49. Now, 38 is very close to 36. The difference is by 2. 49 and 38, the difference is by 11. So I know my answer is going to be very close to 6. I'm going to say as an approximation that my answer is going to be 6.1. Now, if we actually use a calculator, we're going to get 6.16441. So very close. Technically, it's closer to 6.2, but as a quick approximation, we came up with 6.1. So now we have the square root of 137. So we know 11 squared is 121. And we know 12 squared is 144. Now, 144 minus 137 is 7. 137 minus 121 is 16. So we know our answer is going to be closer to 12. So I'm going to go ahead and say either maybe 11.7 or 11.8 as a quick approximation. And if we use a calculator, we're going to get 11.7047. So very close. Now we have harder problems, but this is where it's going to be very important to learn this technique. So, for example, 10 squared. What we get is 100. So, it's like 0, we have 2 of them. So, if you did 100 squared, you're going to get 4 zeros. 2 sets. You're going to get 4 0. So, in this problem, we have how many digits? We got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 digits. Looking at this, we have 5 digits. Now, we want 16,000. This is 10,000. So let's kind of think about this. If I did 120 squared, 12 times 12 is 144, and I have 2 zeros, so 2 zeros. And so I get 14,400, so closer to this. Likewise, if I do 130 squared, I'm going to get 13 times 13 is 169, and then we add our 2 zeros. And so we're going to get 16,900. So we know our answer is close to 130 squared, but this is going to be too big. So it's going to be less than 130, but bigger than 120. And it's going to be closer to 130 because it's very close. 16,900 is very close to 16,579. So as a guesstimate, I'm going to say it's going to be 128. And so if we use an actual calculator, we're going to get 128.759. So very close. I'm only off by 0.8. So this is the next problem. So we have how many digits? 2, 4, 6. So we know a number times a number, like 1 times 1 is 1, but then we get like 5 times 5 is 25. So in a way, we could think about this as having 4 zeros, and we have 37. So what I'm going to say as a good starting point is 600 squared. Let's think about this. 6 times 6 is 36. 0, 0, we square it, so you're going to double it. So you're going to get 4 zeros. So this answer is very close. Honestly, not a bad approximation, saying your answer is going to be about 600. And similar idea, 700 squared, we're going to get 49 with 4 zeros. So it's in between these two, but much, much closer to 600. If I had to guess, I'm going to just say 615, but that's a quick guess. And using a calculator, we get 615.159. Now, if you guess 610, you guess 608, honestly, those are all good answers. All right, this is our last problem. We have 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7. So what I would actually say for this problem is in a way we have 6 zeros and a single number like 5. And the reason why I'm saying 6, we want some sort of even number, because let's say I have 3 zeros and I square it, I'm going to get 6 zeros. Obviously, you need to have a number right here. So for example, if I go ahead and I put 2, my answer would be 2 times 2 is 4. Then I'm going to add 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So very close to this. Likewise, if I do the same thing, I say I have 3,000 squared. I'm going to get 3 times 3 is 9, and then add your 6 zeros. So that's one pair. That's our second pair. So obviously our answer is much closer to 2,000 to 3,000. But if you want to even be more precise, let's say I did 2500 squared. The reason I can do 2500 squared, I know 25 times 25 is going to be 625, and then I'm going to add 4 zeros. So this answer is actually bigger than this. So I know my answer is going to be less than 2500, but bigger than 2000. And we can do one more. Another number that's easy is 24 squared. Most people, they recommend, memorizing 1 to 25 squared. So 24 squared, I know it's going to be 576. So then add my 4 zeros. So now this is actually much, much closer. So 2400 squared is going to give me 576. So very close. So it's going to be a number slightly bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and say maybe my answer is going to be 2401. And that's a quick little, estimate. But actually using a calculator, we're going to get 2405.05. So very, very close. And that's pretty much it for this video.